What is good, credit people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bubbling, and in today's video we talking about famous Dex, and I think his career is completely over for some new charges, maybe resulting in famous Dex going to jail for a long time. Now he's rich, he got money, he's signed to a label. Well, we thought he has money, it may be gone at this point, but if he still has his money, he may be able to get out, get some good lawyers and all that for some of the charges we'll get into a little bit later. Now, before we get into that, if you recall, like last week or the week before, famous Dex was already taking massive L's for he got robbed for like a $50,000 watch, as well as some cash that he had on hand. And a little bit before that, I think he got arrested for a gun possession charge wherein he was in his boy's car, which did not have a license plate, I might add, which is the stupidest thing you could do. I mean, yeah, I've been in a car without a license plate, but if you have guns in the car, you're basically asking to get arrested and pulled over. It's just idiotic. I don't know what famous Dex is thinking. He's trying to be famous Dix because he's gonna have so many in his ass when he drops the soap when he goes to jail for 18 years like he's about to get charged for. Anyway, the breaking story this morning from TMZ, a reputable source, claims that famous Dex was hit with 19 charges for domestic violence and gun possession. 19. I cannot believe dude has that many charges of domestic violence. Now, if you recall, before we get into the story, I know I keep saying that, but the reason that he originally did not get on the XXL list a couple years ago, I think it was like 2016, 2017, I don't know the exact year, but was because he had domestic violence charges against his, at the time, girlfriend. And remember, he got in an argument with the XXL like manager or talent acquisition, whatever it's called. They got in a little beef, and he was saying how he changed, or his girl and him got in an argument and he didn't mean to do that to her, like hit her against the wall or whatever he did. But either way, the new charges famous Dex has received in the past couple of days occurred from 3 separate incidents, 2 of which the alleged violent altercations involved the rapper's ex-girlfriends. Back in November, cops said they responded to a domestic disturbance call at his home and found a woman with cuts on her. As we reported at the time, this led to a SWAT standoff. Police suspected Dex barricaded himself inside with guns after allegedly harming his ex. For that incident, he's been charged with domestic violence, weapon possession, dissuading a victim from reporting a crime, and defacing property. Now, I remember this exact time last year when Dex apparently got swatted or whatever, so I guess it's because he had hella guns in his house after his girl or somebody heard her screaming in the house because he was doing whatever to her. And I think he even fled the scene afterwards and was never caught until like a week or 2 later. But I guess now we're finally finding out that he was charged, in fact, with domestic violence, weapon possession, dissuading a victim from reporting a crime, which is tampering with evidence, a whole crime in itself. But apparently it doesn't end there. For Dex allegedly got physical with a different woman back in October. He's been charged with corporal injury, domestic violence, threatening a domestic partner, exhibiting a firearm, so I guess threatening her with a gun, inflicting bodily injury, so I guess there's evidence with that, dissuading a victim from reporting a crime, defacing property, and illegal possession of a firearm. So there seems to be a trend here that famous Dex is essentially doing whatever to his girlfriends at the time, and then after he harms her, he basically persuades them not to go to the cops, even though like they're literally in fear of their life, most likely. And so after reading this, in conclusion, I don't think there's 19 victims per se. There's still just 3 incidents, but there are like 19 total charges within these 3 incidents with 3 different women. But either way, the city's attorney's office tells us that Dex is facing up to 18 years behind bars if you add up the potential punishments for all the charges, although we're told some counts may merge as the case develops. So will he get 18 years? Probably not. Will he get any? Maybe. Probably like up to a year, 2, 3 years. He has good lawyers, he has good money. Maybe he'll, contact his girlfriends to ease up on him a little bit if he settles, or if he gives him some money under the table. But it's just getting crazy out here with famous Dex, and I think his career is slowly plummeting. I haven't seen dude drop much music lately. I know he had like a feature from Trippie Redd on his latest album. I still f with him, but he does need to get his act together. He just went to rehab. Rich the Kid was supporting him going to rehab, getting off the drugs because he was hella addicted to like Xans, lean, everything, all of the above. I don't know what it was. And he was not looking too good on camera, like literally falling asleep on Instagram Live while people are still messaging him, asking him questions. So maybe while he was on the drugs, because all of this occurred before he went to rehab, or at least I think so, from like the dates we were given in October and November of last year, 2020. Maybe he doesn't remember it, because a lot of times when people are on drugs for at least extended periods of time and they're super addicted, they're literally not even there. Their brain is like in a whole different world. All they can see is, how do I get the next drug? How do I like survive, essentially, get to the lean, Xans, whatever he's addicted to. And everything else is kind of just not significant whatsoever. Food, water. And maybe if his girlfriends were telling him to get off the drugs, he'd be like, nah, don't tell me what to do and whatnot. Either way, massive, massive L's, countless L's. He gets robbed. He gets arrested for gun possession by himself. He gets arrested for gun possession and domestic violence with his past 3 ex-girlfriends. His music ain't hitting the same. Like, he really needs to get his act together, or I don't know, get some help. But maybe he's already done so with rehab. So hopefully that is the case. And like at this point, he's clean off of everything. But to be honest, in my opinion, from what I've read at least, domestic violence crimes are usually a result from your upbringing with your own family life of your mom and dad, and seeing what is normal within a relationship. But I don't know if Famous Dex can get out of this, especially if he goes to jail for another 1, 2, 3 years. I don't know if he can gain his relevance back unless he gets another Japan record, which I don't know if he's capable of anymore. And so with that, it's your boy Bobbalam signing off. Let me know in the comments if you think Famous Dex is gonna get out of this jail time of 18 years potentially, and if you think his career can ever come back from all of the L's he's been taking lately. Make sure to like and subscribe to join the Bob Gang if you with it. Peace out, cutter people. Know what I'm saying?